Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we're going to my inbox. So recently a subscriber ended up emailing me about a situation she was in. Tia Barr, thank you so much for emailing me about this and making this video possible. Now, I didn't read too much into it, so I don't really know a whole lot of what it's about. So with that said, I want to go over what is being said in this email, how it actually is for Doordash drivers and customers and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Well played, Caleb. Too bad I'm better at your game. I recently accepted a dash that took me down a road under construction. I noticed the order pinged on the opposite side of the construction, so I detoured around to drop the order. Easy peasy. There was no numbers on the mailbox or house, but it was a corner house, so I was comfortable leaving the order. Also, I could hear somebody at the door waiting for me to leave. Yeah, I know that a lot of houses these days, some people just don't put the numbers on the mailbox, or they don't have it in such a clear way to where we can actually immediately see it. And honestly, that needs to change. Like, people need to actually have numbers on their house. I'm sure you can predict what comes next. The text, "That's not my house." Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got another scamming customer. This is gonna be great. Me. "What's your address?" Caleb gives the same address I had. Me. "I'll go back to see if it's still there." Caleb. "After a couple of minutes, I drove by and it's not there. Either they got it or you still have it." What do you mean that you drove by? Weren't you the one in the house? You're playing some game, man. Me in my head. "I ain't got your Sonic, boo-boo." Then send a message. "I will contact support." Good on you. First thing you gotta do whenever that happens, contact support, protect yourself. I drive back, get the food, dude was at the door with a smile on his face, and message the customer. I also give my number so he could call me and guide me to his house. I mean, it's good that you caught him, but I wouldn't have even given him my number. I don't feel comfortable giving my private information like that. Caleb, ghost emojis. I'm assuming that means he ghosted you. Me, Google Street View the address, same as I left the food. Ooh, that's smart. Actually, if you don't know what the address is, you could do a Google Street View, make sure you're going to the right place. Support, "Can you use your own GPS?" Me, "It's on the other side of the construction based on my GPS. I drive back around, can't find the house number anywhere." You see, that's why I think it should be illegal to not have a house number on your house. Because quite honestly, between postal work, between people who are doing gig work full-time, there needs to be a clear and definitive way for us to be able to see the house number. Support, "Look for a gold HHR." Okay, so when they say HHR, they're referring to a car. And you want them to look for a car when we're supposed to be looking for an address. What is going on here? Me, "Nothing gold." Me, sees a marker, gets out, pushes dirt back. 13,700, I'm here, but no gold HHR and no answer at the door. I take a picture of the marker and the house with no gold, no HHR, etc. I notice a truck watching me do this and turn the opposite way, then in a drive. I pulled out and parked by the road closed sign, talking to support when the truck backs out, passes me, and pulls into 13,700. I go back and ring the doorbell. I wouldn't have even confronted the customer like that. Honestly, it's customers like that that make my blood boil in a way that makes me absolutely infuriated. Like, I would have just handled everything with support at that point. Dude gets out of the truck. Me, "Are you Caleb?" Dude, "Yes." First of all, Tia, I gotta tell you, you got stones, girl. Like, I have been in the gig economy for a while now. I have problems approaching a customer who's known to scam. And you just walked right up to them and was like, "Excuse me, are you Caleb? Are you the person trying to scam me? What are you trying to pull here?" I walk back to my car to get his order and ask. Me, "Where's the gold HHR?" Caleb, "Oh, I misplaced it for the wrecked burgundy Buick sedan." Oh my god, that is the most likely story out of everything. Like, it's one thing to not update your account. It's another for claiming you have a specific kind of car when there isn't one at all. I want this guy blocked from my account. He's playing. I don't blame you. I would have contacted support, say, "Hey, look, honestly, I don't feel safe. This person just tried to scam me. I don't want to serve him anymore. Please have him blocked from my account. Thank you." Then I proceed to find him on Facebook. Guess what? He's friends with oh boy at the other house. The one with the big smile handing the food back. Oh, so that is so coordinated too. They intentionally put in the wrong address just so that way they could end up scamming the driver. And that is so effed, man. Sorry, Caleb, you and your little scam buddy have cold food and you had to pay for it. And I didn't get deactivated. I only made $9.75 for that hour, but I won your game. I honestly do not blame you for that whatsoever. That was smart. 2,300 plus dashes, and this is the first time somebody had tried to scam me. Take care out there. This kid put a lot of time and thought into this. Yeah, these scammers are getting really clever now. Like, they're having it sent to the wrong address. They're covering their address numbers in dirt. They're sending it to a friend. They're watching you as they're reporting that the order never arrived. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. Honestly, I would have contacted support. I would have explained to them exactly what happened, and I would have called it a day from there. I'm glad that you actually went up to them and actually exposed all of this, because this is great content for me. But at the same time, I'm more concerned that you're gonna put yourself in danger doing that. Do yourself a favor. If you're gonna do something like that, have some kind of protection. Because honestly, I would have been like, I am unarmed. I have no skills in martial arts. If something were to happen, I'm effed. I better just deal with support at that point. Although I will say this, I am shocked that this is the first time you've ever received a scammy customer. So, because after 2,300 plus dashes, I guess it's not that common, but it is common enough where people are starting to find more and more ways to game the system. Either way, good on you for catching this guy in the act and making sure that they are never to be scamming anybody else again. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!